Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Krista here. If you have been following, I've taken a bit of time, taken a little break. I guess you could say. I had my daughter visiting for a week and that was really nice. We had a really nice time. And I've been really busy with work. And I also started smoking tobacco. I kind of have an on and off thing with tobacco. And so as you might notice, or like as I notice, my connection isn't, I can't as easily connect when I smoke tobacco. And yeah, so I went back into it because I really enjoy it. And usually there's something that extra stress or sadness. I notice whenever I stop smoking, there's sadness and grief that comes up. It's like I stop that from being fully processed when I start smoking, and then it all kind of rises back up. So I've been processing some grief and sadness since I've stopped, and also since my daughter left. I think there's some collective grief and sadness definitely that I've been feeling, and I've been talking to some of my friends and they're also going through that. Just wondering how everybody's feeling with that. And yeah, I'm ready to connect back in more with the Pleiadians because I really do value the connection we have, and I want to honor that. And sometimes I just I'm human, right? So sometimes I eat less healthy and smoke tobacco, and then of course that lowers my vibration a little bit. So they didn't give me a hard time about it. They knew I would come back out of it. It's just keep picking myself back up, as I hope we all do, get ourselves back on track if we ever get a little bit off track sometimes. So with that being said, I also wanted to say that a couple years ago I started a tarot channel on this page. I changed the name to just my name, Krista Grace, but I used to be Intuitive Moon Tarot. So if there are any people who subscribe to my tarot channel who are wondering who I am, because that was a couple years ago, and then I stopped. I did maybe like 3 or 4 months of tarot readings, and then I stopped doing it. And that's when I went into addiction. And now I am back, and I was going to come back and do tarot readings again, but then the Pleiadians started coming through fully. So now I'm channeling the Pleiadians. So if that was confusing to anyone, sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit different than the tarot. I'm still channeling. I was always channeling love and tuning into love. It's just a bit more specific energies. And yeah. So without further ado, let's begin the channeling. They're very eager to come through, and it just feels like the right time. So my nose is sniffly, as per usual. There we go. All right. Yes. Very good. Yes. We are the Pleiadian High Council, and we are very pleased to be connecting in with all of you again. Yes, it's been a little bit of time, but not really at all. Yes, as all there is the present moment, and indeed we certainly do encourage all to go within. So it's nice to take a little break sometimes. Yes, nice to take a little break and not become too reliant upon other people and other channels, shall we say, or teachers or different people who are sharing their divine connection. We encourage all to go within to discover their divinity, inner divinity, and strengthen their connection to the source within and the source within all. Yes, and so it's nice to, yes, not become too reliant upon anybody else's teachings. It's great to receive them as inspiration. It's great to take notes if you want to. It's great for inspiration. But yes, as all, let's say, any practices and any teachers, or masters of love, or those beings who are connected very much so to their own inner divinity. There always comes a time with teachers and students where one must go on their own, so to speak, knowing, of course, that there's a connection to all, and no one is ever truly alone, even though on your world it certainly can feel that way very often for many. And this is the sadness and the grief that part of it that Krista and many are feeling right now, is this sadness and this grief of knowing a greater love that is within all, and really wanting that for all of humanity. And it's not quite that way on your world at this time, and so there's great sadness and there's great grief taking place at this time. Yes, there's great healing within that as well. So we encourage all of you to go into that feeling and to allow yourself to feel that and to move through it. And yes, luckily Krista decided to not buy any more tobacco, and she simply feeling everything that's arising, and it's not easy. We can say that much, indeed. But it's nice to have a little bit of humor around it. There was definitely some humor earlier today. Yes, just blow nose. Yeah, so having humor is very healing, and no matter how the mind might go back to some, let's say, darker places, it's not allowing yourself to slip too far in, yes, because if any of you have experienced depression or those thoughts of, well, maybe I'll just end it all, those thoughts, those places the mind can go to, even if it's a hint of that coming in, you're able to just notice it and catch it and be like, okay, but that's not the reality, yes. So you're able to witness it and take note of it and be like, all right, well, I could go down that path, but I choose not to, okay? There's many things I can be grateful for, yes? And Krista is aware of her practice of gratitude, yes? When you start to feel a lot of sadness, or you start to maybe resent your job a little bit, like I could be out in nature, I could be enjoying the sunshine, but I'm stuck in this building doing this stuff I don't want to do, this monotonous task, and I would rather be free and outside. Yes. So then that's when dear Krista comes into gratitude. Yes, and we encourage all of you to remember that when you get to that place where you're feeling a bit resentful or a bit stuck, or you're stuck in traffic, or there's something where you're just like, I just feel a bit impatient, then you can easily drop into gratitude and be like, okay, you know what? I have many things I can be grateful for. And really, really feel into that in those moments where you truly do feel that, because that exists. It always exists, yes? The parallel realities, the multidimensional aspects of your being in any given moment, yes? You could continue to feel resentments. You can continue to feel anger, right? Or you can switch to your multi-dimensionality, and you can choose to feel gratitude and love. You see, you truly are in control of your emotions. You truly are mastering your emotions with your hearts, with your inner guidance, and you're able to tune yourself to love more and more frequently by simply giving your awareness into each moment, fully aware, observing your reality with a sense of a bit of a detachment, yes, a little bit more of a detachment, instead of getting sucked right into the melodramas of your life or the lives of people around you. You're able to sit back and take note of that. Oh, is that person going a bit into their melodrama right now? Am I going to feed into that too, or am I just going to sit back and just be aware of that, not judge it, but just oh, that's interesting, you know? Because yes, what we give our attention to is it can be a great disservice, or it can be of great service. Yes, so it depends where you're at, and you'll be able to catch yourself more frequently, yes, as our dear soul here does, when she might be feeding into old stories. She's very much aware of those stories. They're cropping up. They crop up. They're very subtle, and the feeling, the emotions of it, yes, because sometimes, you know, it takes a while for things to happen, and it's difficult from the human perspective, from a more narrow focus point of view, shall we say, to understand why things happen the way they do, or why some things take so long. Yes, so the main thing that we wanted to talk about in this is divine timing, dear souls. Yes, divine timing. Yes. Yes, our dear soul Krista. She's had many tests and challenges, and it's as if the waves kept crashing in, so to speak. Yes, it's sort of like the energies that are upon your world at this time. Yes, there's a lot of we shall say, in some ways, big tsunami waves of emotions, of repressed anger, of mental illnesses, mass perversions, shall we say. Yes, there's all sorts of illnesses, emotionalities, where many beings are not in alignment with love, and these are a multitude of ways, yes, and they're all coming up, and it's huge surges of emotion, of healing, of rage, of fear, of anxiety. It's a lot for everyone to keep up with sometimes, or keep your head above the water. Yes, you're just learning to ride the waves. Yes, and so that's what this is. There's also great love sweeping in. The great love is actually helping to lift up anything that isn't in alignment with love. It's coming up for healing. Yes, it's coming up to be healed. Yes, and so with divine timing, yes, Krista, she has had some difficult lessons, yeah, as many of you have, yes. Divine timing, it's learning to trust and have faith in that, yes. There's many things she could not understand, yes, with her, we shall say, her music, her great passion, yes, life purpose, passion, yes, very distraught, very heartbroken over some of the happenings with that, and why things happen the way they do, and why things fall apart, and really doubting herself, very much so doubting herself, something that she's poured her heart into, and giving up on herself. Yes, she's gone through all that. Yes, but there is divine timing, and she's seeing that, and she's learning to have faith and trust in herself in the process, and now simply is the time. Yes, now is the time, and it didn't make sense before, but now it's it's making sense to her. And but it also with that, when one gets hit with many waves, shall we say, there's a tenderness. Yes, there's a rawness. So there's a confidence that has built over and a humbling. The confidence has come with humbling. Yes, it's not an overly confident. It's not a look at me and look at what I can do confidence. It's a confidence of yeah, I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I see people going through a lot, and I'm going to keep walking my path, and I'm sure in my heart of what I'm here to do, and my hindrances and my weaknesses and the lessons I've learned have actually helped grow me in love and strengthen the love within me, and there's more sureness in each step. Yes, so the confidence and the humbleness go hand in hand. Yes, and there's more of a faith, and it's more of an accepting of like, yes, I'm here, this is what I'm here to do, and there's not any more of this oh, poor me, like nothing will ever, it will never work out. Maybe I'm not meant to live my dreams, or maybe some people just get to live theirs and others don't. No. So there's all these beliefs that had to come up, and as many of you know, the beliefs of your worthiness and your value, these will all come up. Divine timing is at play. It's the right time, and so you must come to clarify your beliefs of self-worth and value and love, and really look at those beliefs that come up as you're exploring your curiosities and your passions, or you're finishing up a project that has been maybe on the back burner for a while. Yes, or maybe something that didn't work out before that perhaps you want to go back and complete. Yes, so we're talking about your passion projects. Yes, we're talking about what you are passionate about. What makes your heart sing? Yes, that's what we want you to bear witness to what makes your heart sing. Yes, because the sadness will come, the grief will come, those waves will come. There's great healing taking place on your world, but remember the great joy in your heart and what brings your heart joy. Yes, you can think of them. You can think of them. You've lived however many years you've lived here, and it could be a song that you listen to. It could be cooking a certain meal while you're listening to the song. Or maybe some of you like to cook naked. Or maybe some of you like to all sorts of things. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? And what projects are you working on, or have you worked on in the past? Something that you started, didn't finish, that brought you right into the present moment, that you were clear and you were focused and methodical, and everything else just faded away, and it was like, yes, this is what I love. This is what I love doing, and it just felt so right. Yes, there wasn't any of this resistance to it. And yes, sometimes when you're trying to figure out how you're gonna bring it about to be, then the mind gets in the way. But when it comes down to just the pure joy, love, or just the ease and the flow, the steadiness, the methodical ways of integrating these energies of however they want to come through. Yes, so we're wanting you to take notice of those things, and to check in with those things. And how long has it been since you have last put some energy and given some time and some thought to that? Yes, because we don't want you to give up on yourselves. You see, there is divine timing. Yes, many things fall apart. Yes, they come together, fall apart, come together, fall apart. And sometimes you simply just aren't ready. Yes, sometimes there really are more lessons for you to learn. Yes, yes. If Krista, if she became, let's say, if she got swept up in being a starlet, let's say, if she actually did make it big singing, let's say, yes, she very well could have we could say part of the 27 club, but she's a little bit past that age. But you hear what we're saying? Like, it's very easy for many who get to stardom fast for it to become too difficult for them to bear, and they escape into drugs. Yes, and Krista's already had that experience. If you've been following the videos, yes, we do share about her life. This is a part of our ways of delivering these messages. It's a bit of her life and experience, the earthly experience and the Pleiadian perspective together, you see. So we are in this together, sharing these. And so she did lose herself in addiction. Yes. We got 15% on this. So you know, and she did overdose in 2018. And she's alive. She's still alive. But you see, what she couldn't understand before was that why isn't things happening? Why aren't they working out? And a lot of heartbreak and a lot of hard lessons in many ways. Just simply not having the money to be able to even put her music out there. Or she just didn't have the money. She didn't have the finances and had no direction, no one to guide her. She was simply just didn't know what to do, and had very low confidence. Yes, and if she got thrown to the wolves, so to speak, if she somehow received a lot of attention, it would have been too much for her. Yes, it was simply would have been too much for her. Yeah, she needed to go through what she needed to go through. Yes, so there's a great maturity with that experience, and a lot of humbling. Yes, even a lot of humiliation that's happened through when one goes loses themselves in addiction, so to speak, and deals with depression and suicide, all those things. Yes. Yes, there's a lot of hard lessons there. One has to learn to really be here on Earth. Yes, balancing the energies, really learn how to take care of oneself. Yes, it's very important to check in with oneself every day. Yes, okay. So this is very good. So we wanted to just let you know. It might seem like on advertisements or things in movies that people somehow just get the way they are very easily. Yes, we're saying that there's many things that you do not see. We're saying that believe in yourself, in your own unique path. Yes, there's no right or wrong way to get anything done or to do anything, but what matters is that you allow yourself to explore your curiosities more, or reignite that spark. Yes, if there was a spark that was lit for a previous we shall say desire or a passion project. Yes, we are saying to go through your closet, so to speak. There's many of you who've sort of buried your joys. You've buried them. They're buried deep in the closet. Yes, they've been covered up by lots of things. Get busy in your life, get busy with work. Sometimes you just sort of forget. We're saying to go back there, to go check back in, to go through some of your journals, to read some of the stories you've written, to read some of your poetry, to watch a home video of when you were a child, to rediscover that joy that you are. Yes, that silliness. Yes, we're saying to kind of take a look there. Yes, there's many aspects of within each of you that are quite glorious, beautiful, and enriching. And there's many ways that are within you, many aspects of your being that want to shine more, to be brought forth more. And so we're saying allow yourself to be silly and goofy and laugh, and rest and trust in divine timing for everything. Just let it be easy, let it flow. Yes, less resistance, and just allowing things to flow and just receiving more. Yes. remembering to laugh. Okay, dear souls, so that is all for now. We're so glad that you are tuning in, if you are, and thank you for your patience. Yes, our dear soul Krista, she is learning about consistency, and she certainly has good intentions, but yes, she gets caught up with the busyness of life, and she does enjoy smoking tobacco, so sometimes we get taken away from the things that we're doing for a little bit. But yes, she'll keep coming back and doing these channelings. Yes, because it brings her great joy too as well. Yes, so, and it brings us great joy too. Yes, very good. We'll just show you, we're up in our favorite spot here. And it's where okay, let's do that. We'll do this round view there. Yes, Krista was up here when it was the lunar eclipse in Capricorn. She brought her daughter up here. It was a beautiful moon. And had a green glow around it. It was very interesting indeed. Yes, maybe see the ocean over there. I don't know. Could see the ocean. Yes, it's very beautiful, very beautiful. Yeah. Oh, there's a birdie. Yes. So, yeah. So, get yourself to one of your favorite spots that you like to go to in nature, or wherever that is. Get yourself there, because it helps realign you. Yes, realign you with love. And sometimes we get caught up in work and whatnot. But yes, Krista said, I got to go to the south end. I have to go to the ridge. I have to break out of my routine, and so she did. She just had to do it. It's easy to get the mind wrapped up in, what about food? What am I going to eat? But she said, all I know is I simply need to go to the ridge and get down to the south. Yes, the south end. Yes, south end of Salt Spring Island is very magical place indeed. Yes, the whole island is really. Yes, so enjoy this month of July. We will be coming in again. We'll talk about the energies of July, and enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy joy and love, and welcoming in these energies. Yes, you are here to welcome in, usher in the energies of love and joy and peace. So we do say to attune yourselves in your meditations and your present moment awareness, and simply appreciating the simple things in life, like the birds and the sun and even the rain. Yes, the rain, beautiful rain. All right there, dear ones, we do love you very much. We are with you always. And we do appreciate your tuning in, and we do appreciate your compassionate hearts. Yes, your compassionate listening. Yes, it's very important indeed on this earth. Yes, to have a compassionate heart. Very good. Okay. All right. We are the Pleiadian Council, and we will be tuning in with you again soon. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Yay. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everyone's doing well. I really appreciate comments. I really love knowing that these are reaching people's hearts, and that they're resonating. I really I hope everyone's doing well, or, if you're going through some emotions or sadness or whatever, that it does pass, and that we're able to be more gentle and kind to ourselves and to each other. Thank you so much again. If you're continuing to tune in, I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a beautiful month. Okay, bye.